Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another video. So this build is truly special because this is a collab with the very talented Berenicé. Her channel is called BereSims and I'm going to link her channel down below. So please make sure to check out her channel and her video for this collab. So Berenicé actually came up with the idea for this collab. She built the house on the right side and now I'm working on my side here. The houses have a identical shape. I just mirrored the shape on the left side. So it's like one of those houses that are built next to each other, but they still look different. So the floor plan is identical, but then the roofing and the whole style is completely different. I decided to go for a modern style, and you guys know that I have a thing for modern architecture, but I feel like I still surprised myself with this build because the color scheme and all that is still totally different from what I would usually build, and it was a lot of fun to build this. So her side is completely different. And it's so beautiful. Berenicé built a very quaint looking, rustic, beautiful family home. And she's so talented. And I'm not just saying this because it's a collab or because I want to be nice or something. When I'm telling you someone is good, I truly mean it. And she is super talented and she deserves a lot of recognition and attention. So she's very talented and versatile, and I'm sure she can build anything. But if I had to describe her style, it's all about very dreamlike, beautiful family homes and mansions. So if you try to imagine a beautiful, perfect family home for a movie or a fairy tale, just very dreamlike, quaint and perfect, this is her style. And I love it. It's just so wonderful. When you're watching her videos and when you take a look at her builds, it kind of takes you into some type of fantasy world. It's really dreamlike and really beautiful and perfect, and I can totally recommend to check her out. It's just truly amazing. And whenever I'm trying to build a house like this kind of style, very dreamlike, perfect family home, sometimes I just can't nail it, but she nails it all the time. It's just so amazing, really beautiful. So I mirrored the shape here, and now I'm working on the roof, and I used the wallpaper that is part of Realm of Magic, and the windows are also part of Realm of Magic. Berenicé built her side actually, I think a couple of months ago. There were a couple of delays in this collab, so when she was building her side, Realm of Magic wasn't out yet, so I have used some other stuff and some other objects, and I have used the Jungle Adventure wall decorations to have some type of cornerstone, just lots of different things. And these two sides, both sides are unfurnished. There are walls, there's a floor plan, but there isn't any furniture. So if you want to furnish this yourself, if you want to use this build, you can totally do that. You can find this build in the gallery, and then you can just have a bit of fun with it and you can furnish it. This is a very out of the ordinary build, I feel like, because of the combination of the two sides. It could be perfect for a very big sim family where you want to have maybe two generations on one lot. Maybe the grandparents live on one side and then the rest of the family lives in the other house. Basically, you could even connect them with a door on the inside if you would like to. The garden is also connected. There's a fence in the back and there is a gate that Berenicé added, so the Sims can walk back and forth and they can spend some time together on the outside. And this is such a very unique build, and the idea is just amazing, and full credit for this goes to Berenicé. I just love this idea, and I think it's a very good thing that this is unfurnished, because I think that you just kind of have to decide what you want to do with this. If you want to let the grandparents move in on one side and the rest of the family on the other side, for example, you just really have to come up with your own idea for this type of build. So if we would have furnished this, it probably wouldn't have made a lot of sense, because it totally depends on what type of family you want to live there, basically. This kind of takes me back to the time where I really enjoyed to build small villages, the Tudor village, for example, and this actually inspired me to build something like this again. Let me know in the comments down below if you would be interested in something like this, some type of village that consists of different small houses, for example, something really crazy and fun. So I tried to build something that's modern, but I still included a lot of wood. I wanted to create a contrast between the other side and this side. So these builds look different because I mean the whole idea behind this is to have two builds that are the same and at the same time they're different, and they were created by two different builders. So I figured having a completely different architectural style would be interesting, just so there's a bit of contrast going on. I mean, if you look at the house and you can't really tell the two sides apart, for example, because it has the same architectural style, then it wouldn't be as fun. So this way the whole effect is kind of truly poppin', and I really enjoyed this. But I still wanted to include a lot of wood so it would look very homey and inviting. And I mean, her side is super rustic and traditional, and the wood is kind of a little nod to this type of style. Also, I didn't change anything on her side. You may have just seen that I used the wall tool on her side. I was just counting the grid so I could replicate her side, but the back is actually a little bit different. So while the front is completely identical in terms of the floor plan, the walls and the outside and all that, the back is a bit different. I figured that this wouldn't be a problem and a bit interesting. I also included a pool, as you will see, so there is a lot of fun stuff to do for your Sims on the outside. Also, I have been working on the shell challenge all day. It's Saturday while I'm recording this. Probably at this point the video should be out already, or it's going to happen very soon, and it's just amazing. I feel so inspired. First of all of you are just super crazy talented, and I really mean that. And I had a really hard time to kind of find a couple of favorites, because honestly, if it would be possible, I would love to showcase all builds in a video, but there are just so many submissions, and I'm so grateful for this, and it's just so inspiring. I mean, sometimes I struggle with builder's block. Every builder does, it just happens at some point. But then when I saw all your amazing builds, it was just so inspiring. Honestly, I was going through the gallery and I was looking at other builds, and I just wanted to start building myself. But of course, I kept working at the shell challenge video, and now I'm recording this voiceover. It was a very productive day, and I did a lot of stuff for just Sims content basically, which is a lot of fun. But after sitting all day on the shell challenge video, I remembered that I have to record this wonderful voiceover, so I'm taking a break, and then after that I will get back to the shell challenge video. It's just so amazing, and the most amazing thing for me is that the shell, I mean, it's always the same. All of you who participated work with the same shell, but the builds are so different, and some ideas are just so ingenious, and I would have never thought of that. I mean, when I built the shell, I had something in mind what I would have done with this if I would have finished the build basically, and then some of you just completely surprised me. There's so many crazy ideas. I don't want to say too much because I don't kind of want to give away which builds are my favorites or just anything in general, but I just had to mention this because this has truly made my day, and it's just amazing. It's a perfect Saturday. So for the outside, I used a couple of the environment objects just to kind of hide a part of the foundation. The foundation is super high, and I have to admit, when I'm working on a build, usually the foundation is not that high. But as I said, Berenicé started on her side, and I just mirrored the whole build basically. So it was a bit challenging for me to work with a foundation this high, but I mean, I couldn't change the foundation height because both builds are connected obviously, but this was kind of fun. It's really different. I would have made it at least, I don't know, maybe 50% smaller, not as high, but it's fun. Sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone, and this is exactly what happened there. It was really easy to work with this build, but at the same time there are a couple of things that were kind of new for me, and this is a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that Berenicé is happy with how this turned out. So I used a lot of plants in the garden. I built a pool that has kind of a modern appeal. I used some lounging chairs, the island living lounging chairs, and just a lot of stuff like trees, a swing set, a little tables in between the lounging chairs, just different things to make the garden look interesting. This was built on a 64x64 lot, so there was a lot of space in the back, and I really wanted to make use of the space, so I added lots of things, and I hope that your Sims and you will certainly enjoy it. And this is already it. This video is a bit shorter because, as I said, it's unfurnished. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please check out Berenicé's channel. I'm going to link everything down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.